Hey everybody, Ben Pakulski with the 5th video in the squat training series. This one's really going to focus on output, how to get the most out of everything you've learned up to this point. So we've done 4 videos prior to this. Please go watch every one because they're so important. Don't miss one thinking that, oh, it doesn't matter to me, I don't need to think about that. I promise there's going to be one golden nugget in there. It's going to be useful for you. So when it comes to getting the most output, the most work, so you've mastered all the things that I've taught you already in the previous 4 videos. And you're getting to the point now, like my range of motion is good, so my mobility is good, my stability is good, my skill is pretty adequate. Now I'm looking at, okay, well, how do I increase output? I need more gas pedal. So I've figured out the steering wheel. I figured out how to do this thing with mobility, stability, and skill. And now I need more gas pedal. So Will's gonna jump on the ramp. Good. He's gonna come to the bottom of the squat and he's gonna stop in his active range of motion. So his active range at the hip, his active range at the knee as far down as he can. He's gonna shove into the ground as hard as he can, but he's not gonna move. Push as hard as you can. You're gonna feel the contraction ramp up. So almost doing like you're doing a leg extension into the floor. Feel that contraction here and here, and you're gonna use that contraction to create motion. So go ahead, Will, and push the ground down. So we're not thinking about standing up. We're thinking about this idea of opposing action or counter force perhaps. So we're pushing into the ground. Good, push and come up. Good, I want you to push harder, Will. I want you to make it, I want you to imagine like there's 1,000 pounds on your back. If I was leaning on your back, how hard would that feel and how hard would you have to push? Right, so good, that's excellent. Let's take a rest, walk forward. Let's do the same for glutes. So same exact idea with glutes. We're gonna come to the back. Yeah, you're gonna be the ramp, hips back. Loading the outside of the feet, loading the heels aggressively. So right there you can't see, but he's pushing into his heels. He's contracted his hip flexor, so he knows that hip is at its maximum amount of flexion. Driving to the ground as hard as you can. Feel those glutes contract and push through that. Right, pause right there, don't stack, come all the way down. Good, so really shoving into the glutes. If you can't feel it contract, you're not doing it correctly, or you don't have enough stability. So go back to one of the other videos and learn that. It's a good push into that leg. Good. So as he's coming down, go ahead and come down. He's thinking about the hip flexor. As soon as he finds a max contraction on the hip flexor, he stops, he engages the glute and uses the glute to generate motion. Awesome. So those are some great tips to increase the effort that you put in and the output that you put into a set, as well as coming down into a squat. He's not just letting himself fall. He's really braced through his abdominals. He's not extended at his thoracic spine or his lumbar spine. He's really neutral, almost like a column, right? So your spine, imagine it like a column where your rib cage is stacked directly over your pelvis. So we're certainly not going to be like this with our butt stuck out and our rib cage stuck out. We're going to be stacked. And we're going to think about using our hip flexors to pull us down and then our hamstrings to pull us down. So it's almost like I'm loading a spring and then I'm letting it go. Rather than just letting myself fall like a flaccid noodle, I'm going to actually use my muscles to pull me into position. That's how you optimize a squat. I hope you guys have enjoyed the squat series.